Hey, Hare Krishna, everybody. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram. Live here from Florida. It's a super rainy day here. And in connection to the latest news, I was actually deliberating between making a video either about the temple construction and a dispute, or what happened in Beirut about a few days ago, the great explosion. And I thought, since I'm not too aware of actually what is happening in Ayodhya in India, I thought to give you down in the section in the comments below an opportunity to actually express yourself and tell me a bit more about it. I'm not too aware. I'm a bit confused about what is the commotion is all about. And until then, until all of you join, perhaps some of you invited your friends and you're waiting for them to join, to do a little bhajan for Sri Ram. Nice to see you all. So let's wait for more of our friends to join us. There's so much thunder around. Actually, in Hebrew, the word thunder is ram, ra'am, more precisely. Let's wait for a little bit more people to join. Perhaps some of you share the link with your friends. And yeah, talk about what's going on there. I'm a bit confused, to be honest. Raghupati Raghava Rakshama Atita Pavana Sitaram. Raghupati Raghava Rakshama Atita Pavana Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 Sitaram. Haydi brat. Anyone from Ayodhya here? Ragupati Raghava. Ragupati Raghava Rakshama Patita Pavana Sitara. Ragupati Raghava Rakshama Patita Pavana Sitara. Maharashtra. Hey, someone sent me a donation today from Maharashtra. So I'm gonna put me and Krishna in the frame. I'm not gonna leave Krishna out of the frame. Hare Krishna. Partik from UK. Hello. How's it going, mate? Where are you from? Are you from Mauritius? Rakshit from Mauritius. I'm gonna scroll up to the comment section. For some reason, if you put a temple sign, YouTube removes the comment. It's kind of weird. Yeah, so there was going a lot of controversy I heard around this topic for like many decades, and yesterday Narendra Muni, he laid down the cornerstone, a silver cornerstone, to start the process of building the temple. Is the temple actually gonna start? They actually gonna start building the temple? What do you say? Or is just the cornerstone, like symbolically the temple gonna be there in the future? So I'm kind of not sure. Is that like a political move or really a religious move? Or from what like just before I started the live, I looked into some information around it, and what I understood is that the mosque that was there was demolished in 1991. Am I correct? And now the government approved actually a temple, right? Okay, religious. And the temple gonna be moved by 2023. Thank you, Aditya. Sanjay asked me to reply something. How am I? I'm great, thanks. I like how you're persistent around me replying about my personal wealth. So there actually is so many thunders and rain, and the electricity goes up and down. So if the stream stops for a minute, don't go anywhere, okay? Did you hear the thunder? And I like thunder because thunder actually in Hebrew means, in Hebrew we say thunder, we say ram. Yes, it's ram, thunder, ram, ra'am more precisely with the in the middle, but it's the same word. Okay, in the 6th of December 1993, it seems that many of you are well acquainted with what happened. Although my name is Ram Chandradas, I feel a bit like sort of ashamed that I'm not familiar 100% with what's going on there. But that's why I launched the live stream. It's I'm not free. For some of you, actually, you asked me for my personal. Oh, thanks for the super chat, Lalit. For some of you many of you actually, I saw down in the comments to my last video, Is Freedom Free? Many of you were asking me to make a video about the temple, the inauguration, and I'm thinking how to do it, how to present it, but at the same time, I'm sort of confused what is really happening there. So that's why I thought, you know what, let me just launch a live stream and let you speak out what is happening for you around it. Like, are you happy? Are you concerned? I heard like when the mosque was demolished, there were like many riots and like over 1,000 people or something like that were killed. So is there like a fear in the air of like a rally, or people are happy about it because right, the Muslims are not a majority in India. They're like consist, I think, of 13%, right? Majority is Indian Hindu majority, but still, I mean, 13% of like 1.5 billion people. That's quite a lot, right? That's like what, 10 million people. So, what is your thoughts around it? I'm wondering. 80% Hindu. Okay. Mandir is just. Okay, I guess there's like another dispute around another temple. Where I feel like sort of like connected to that. I mean, I don't know if I have really a stance, but uh, in Israel, where I'm from, there's a similar dispute around the Dome of the Rock, and actually the Dome of the Rock, where the mosque, the Al-Aqsa, is built. It's like the sacred spot. It's not just like the compound, but there's a specific spot where it's like where the place where like Jesus, I think, was crucified there, if I'm not mistaken, and Elijah, he descended to the heavens, and both Muhammad, he like left to somewhere there too. So that's like they've been going a dispute around that spot for a long time. Like, should it be a mosque there? Should it be a synagogue? Should it be a church? And yeah, it's quite. For me personally, I would say, in a sense, it's. I was always like growing up in Israel, and seeing how much rivalry there is between religion. It was quite shocking to me because, I mean, we all accept one God, right? So why should we like sort of dispute around it? What do you say? If God is one, right? So why should we fight around, you know, same Al-Aqsa Mosque and Hagia Sophia? Yeah, okay, so there is some similarities though. Thank you. Quality changed. Second most highest mosques. Siddharth. Oh yeah, I guess I heard like the. Is it the one in Delhi? Okay, oldest mosque is in Kerala. After Medina. Mm-hmm. When I'm coming to India, I'm not sure with the situation now. Not really sure, but yeah, it's an interesting thing. So in 2023, the temple gonna be actually start to. They're gonna start to build it. That's interesting. No Islam or Christianity. I don't have COVID. Foo. I guess it was confusing because the one of the videos had a title that I was affected by the virus, and I guess some of you were concerned. But if you watch the very like 10 seconds, first 10 seconds of the video, you see that I wasn't suffering from the virus directly, meaning that I wasn't affected by that. I was affected by the circumstance. Like, for example, I'm hampered from going out of Florida, heading back to Israel or Canada, like that. Oh, thank you for the contribution, whoever that was. There's no name even to the account, but thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Movies Hollywood Bollywood says they're going to be ready by 2023. So if I come in 2023, they're going to be around Temple there. Great. So we can do a big meetup there. Maybe by that time we're going to reach 1 million subs. What do you say? Maybe that can be my contribution to the temple. I'm going to offer 1 million subscribers to the temple. What do you say? Rakupati Raghava. If I feel that Muslims are oppressed, don't know. I'm not too much acquainted with the politics or the situation in India, unfortunately. Like from my understanding, the mosque was already demolished, right, in 1991. Archaeologists found many pillars and Shiva lingas and statues. Billion plus dollar dream. I guess you said something before that I didn't see. My ancestors are from Russia, Rishia, land of the rishis. Anyone heard that explanation of the word Russia before? Rishi, Russia. Hey, does Arabic come from Sanskrit? Yeah, from my understanding, yeah, Sanskrit is mother of all languages. Like, I don't speak too much Arabic, but like in Hebrew and Russian and English, the languages that I do speak, there's so many similarities. So, yeah, definitely. Germany is the land of the rishis. Why? No, Russia, Rishia. Yes, yeah, my family from Russia. Dominic. Hamburgers and cheeseburgers, you name it. Sanskrit is the mother of all languages. Yeah, I heard some linguists that say that as well. Ever been to India? Yes, 2018 I went to India. That's actually when I started the channel. I went to, I would say, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I want to get like some special blessings from Radha Damodar, Raman, Srila Prabhupada Samadhi, my spiritual master Samadhi there in India, to start this channel. So I think a big deal, like just after I started the channel in Berkeley, Oakland. Who is here from Berkeley? Maybe I have some viewers from Berkeley, California. Started the channel there with some Books Not Bombs videos. And actually I started in Israel, what I'm talking about. I made like 3 videos in Israel that all went viral, right? And then in Berkeley I started Books Not Bombs series. I went to visit my family. That was the last time I've seen them in Canada, 2018. And then I took a flight to India. And I visited, Edmonton. Cool. My family, they live in Winnipeg. That's like the Edmonton of Manitoba. So we have something in common, Sai. I hope you're having a nice, sunny, warm summer. I heard like the summers in Edmonton are pretty terrific. Like the sun goes down at like midnight and it's lush and green and warm. Books Not Bombs were good. What do you mean were? We're gonna continue that. We're gonna continue Books Not Bombs, right? There's just not too much opportunity for book distribution, but it's coming up. I'm thinking with friends how to go and do some book distribution. Long days. Sadhguru, yes, I actually, so many of you asked me to go and watch his videos and to get acquainted with what is happening with this temple inauguration. I went actually to one of his videos, and to be honest, I was, the message that I got was that he doesn't like consider Ram as a god, but more like attributes that are displayed through like particular description or something like that. And I don't know, like my opinion that God, that is God, just like Lord Krishna is God's image, Supreme Personality of Godhead. So Lord Sri Ram is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and yeah, he exhibits certain qualities there, but it's not like it's some. I kind of got like a sense that it was like somewhat mythological in his opinion, and I don't know. Oh my god, YouTube checked some nasty comments from Mr. Raj. Am I doing it for subscribers? And and use some foul language. Okay, let's not give that energy. So, okay, let's go through more of your comments. Nepali Prime Minister said Russia, China, and US is in Nepal. Is that true? Man, I really don't know. I'm like, politically speaking, I'm not really good, and I know somewhat. I think the only political field I'm acquainted is like more or less Israel, and even that, because I haven't been living there for the last decade, I'm not too attentive of what's going on. Okay, Sadhguru said he doesn't know anything about Vedic scriptures. Yeah, that's kind of the notion, the feeling that I got from this short minute that I watched about his opinion around the temple. Like the title of the video was that why the temple matters. So it seemed that he's for it, but he's not like, yeah, this is like a temple to worship God. It's more like it's like a temple to like commemorate or like give a place for celebrate some certain qualities of humanity, which is kind of like impersonal. I mean, I have no problem with impersonalism, but I mean, Lord Ram is not just about his qualities, but it's about him, and it's a nice. I mean, I think it's nice to have a temple there. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you, Prakash. Sanskrit is Indo-European language. Please take my name, Abhishek Thakur. Okay. What attracted me to my new religion? It attracted me to this path is that it's not a religion, actually. That's kind of what attracted me. Whoa, Hare Krishna from Dubai. Epic. Love all my subscribers from Dubai. One day I'm going to visit you all. It's going to be epic. Anyone else here from Dubai? Himalayan monk. Hare Krishna, bro. Nice to see you here. I used to be a monk too, remember? Who's been here? Who's been here before I changed the name from Living Monk to Living Rama, and who's been here, like who subscribed to the channel after I changed the name to Living Rama? Carrie from Dubai, but is living in before. Just say, yeah, if you all say me, I'm not gonna understand which part, but say before if you, or no, let's make it more interesting. You type monk if you were in the channel before it changed to Living Rama, like meaning that you subscribed when the name of the channel was Living Monk, and type Rama if you subscribe to the channel when I changed the name, which was about like 70,000 subscribers, so it's not too far away. Monk. Oh, so we have quite many new subscribers. I mean old subscribers, sorry. Good night, Rice. Monkey. Hey, Deepak. Thanks for subscribing today. Nice guy writes, Hinduism is not a religion, it's never been, it's an eternal way of life, purest way of life. Yeah, well, so far my concern is, Dallas asks if I'm in Canada now. No, I'm in Florida. I'm in Florida at the moment. I like the comment highlighting how Hinduism is not a religion. And in fact, the word Hindu is not in the Vedic scriptures, which Lord Ram appeared at, right? Thank you so much for understanding Hinduism. Karti, country abuses and not appreciated, you creating awareness. Epic. I'm glad you find my presence here beneficial. Thank you so much. while becoming almost impossible to get Bhagavad Gita on Amazon in Canada. I don't know, but if you like a Bhagavad Gita, let me know. I can ship you one. I never actually bought Krishna conscious books on Amazon. I usually get them on like other websites, like actual websites. Hinduism is dharma. Yeah, dharma. Maybe some of you've seen the video of me meeting a Christian in New York. It's an second part video to Hare Krishna provoked by Christians, when a Hindu Christian provokes in New York, when he was speaking about dharma, and he's asked me what is dharma actually, and dharma is not a religion, dharma is occupation, and we all have some sort of occupation, even someone who is not, like, I heard that the other side of like the stage around the temple, going back to the temple subject, who the other side who were protesting against, I think, Modi going there and setting up a temple, is that India is secular and all these things, right? So even secular people, they have dharma, they have their duty. Oh, here, Himanshu, he said, dharma means duty. Everyone has their duty, their occupation. So the Vedic culture promotes, or the culture of yoga meditation promotes, why not to have an eternal occupation that's gonna give you more satisfaction from your life. Thank you, Mikhail, for agreeing. Be careful from going between Muslim crowns, Deepak. Great, I'll certainly keep that in mind. I think I learned a lesson or two from last videos. Hardik Patel. Yes, I am actually in Alachua. How about you? Where are you from? Dharma, duty and responsibility. Thank you for that. How old I am? I'm 29 years old. Let's speak about the temple, guys and ladies, Prabhus, Matajis. Hardik. Alabama. Cool. Is it I'm not too familiar with the geographical arrangement here, but great. We're like very close in our time zone, I think. Babik, thank you for subscribing. Did you subscribe today? Raja says, I'm pretending to be pretending to be very impressed by Hinduism. Well, my focus is not actually Hinduism, not any ism. Growing up in Israel, I was exposed to so many religions, so I didn't just leave all these religions to take to another religion. And as I was explaining before, I'm fascinated by, like, what actually attracted me in the very beginning to Sanatan Dharma, to Krishna consciousness, is how inclusive it is. And I hope, like, my main message of the channel when I started it and still now is to promote a sense of really oneness between everything. And what do I think about swastika? I'm gonna get into that. And to really promote how we can live in unity in diversity, unity, not that we miss ourselves and just merge into some organization or some religion or some ism and lose our own identity, and then, you know, we ourselves are lost. But really unity in a loving way, that we can love each and single living entity, not just like a particular religion or a path or a creed or nationality. And I just recently, actually, I had a comment that I really liked from a subscriber from Toronto, from Canada, who appreciated how you can find that comment. I didn't pin it, but it's in the last video that I made about is freedom free. And he appreciated that I see that practically. You can feel that in my speech, that when I say Allah, or when I say Ram, Jai Shri Ram, or when I say Krishna, I really, he really gets from me this understanding that this is God, Allah or Ishvara or Rama. And yeah, like when I went to Speaker's Corner, and before that I witnessed like a rally about Kashmir, and who've seen that video of me in London, finding myself suddenly in a rally. And that was pretty wild. I didn't hear about that rally. I was just on the way to Speaker's Corner. But either way, when I made it to Speaker's Corner, what happened is that you can see that in the video, I heard so many people shouting on each other, and they were all shouting the names of God. They're all shouting something about Allah, something about Christ, something about Jehovah, right? But they were doing that in such an aggravated and negative way, which kind of seemed like really distasteful. Like, why are you doing that, guys? Just like get together and have a good time, And maybe it's a bit hard to get that mood, but maybe to explain you better how I feel, I will tell you a dream. I had a dream once, a few years ago, a really funny dream. Are you ready? I don't know, maybe you're gonna laugh, maybe not. You want me to tell you the dream, or it's not interesting? What was my real name? My real name? You mean the name that my parents gave me, my legal name? Which one? For some reason, Dallas Ramani comments are all the time blocked. I wonder why. You want to hear shloka from the Gita? Yes, actually, I do have the Gita here. So, should I tell you about the dream, or should I read the verse from the Gita? Woo-hoo. And I have my set of tarots, too. I think it's because you're spamming, that's why, Dallas. I got your message, don't worry. Dream and then Gita, both. Yeah, both, we're gonna do both, but I'm thinking next. Okay, dream. Okay, so the dream was as follows. In my dream, I entered this, it was a room or a living room, and it was a huge couch for like 7-8 people or something like that. And when I entered the room, I look at the couch, and guess who's sitting there on the couch? On the couch, I find Elijah, I find Jesus, I find Buddha, I find Muhammad, I find Srila Prabhupada, His Divine Grace, was sitting there too. And maybe there were more prophets. I don't remember. Yeah, there was Moses there. Moses was there too, and his brother was there too. Moses' brother, because Moses, he doesn't speak. His brother speaks for him. So, all hanging out, exactly, Giri. Okay, Giri was asking me about swastika too, but remind me about it. I might forget. So, they're all sitting there, and what they were doing, they were just sitting and giggling and laughing. And as I am witnessing them laughing, I myself, I start to laugh. And I laughed so hard, it was such a lull that I woke up from the dream from laughing. And this is kind of my mood. I really feel like we are all in that together. We are all trying to pursue our God consciousness together on different paths, but we all going together to that same top of the mountain. And the paths might be different, but the top of the mountain is the same, and that is bhakti. Bhakti not meaning in a sectarian way, bhakti yoga. No, bhakti means devotion. Increase our devotion to God. Lalit says that the Quran says to kill Hindus. Well, from my understanding, I know that many scriptures are adulterated. So, I always question, especially parts of the scripture which are violent, I'll question their authoritativeness, because I don't believe that God wants us to kill each other. Want to hear message from the Gita? Okay, Gita. But as the Giri asked before, the swastika. So swastika is an interesting topic because, as we know, the in the late 30s, in the beginning of the last century, or end of the last century, the Germans, they misconstrued that symbol, right? They took that symbol and they made it like the symbol of the new Reich, of their new pursuit for control over the world, like this, like that. And also they took many terms like Aryan nation, and they mystified the symbol, they mystified the division of human society into Varna and Ashrama, so many things. But if you go back to all the nations and religions, even like in the Jewish religion, there are many illustrations of swastika. In fact, near Jerusalem, if some of you visit Israel one day, you can message me and I'll take you to a synagogue which has a huge decoration on the floor of a swastika. So it's a common symbol in all traditions. It's a foundation, basically. I think that's what it means, like a foundation for prosperity, right? And somewhere I heard too that it means achyuta, unfallible. It's one of the names of Krishna. Yeah, well, the symbol. Thanks, Giri, for explaining why you asked about it. Because, yeah, I mean, the symbol left, I think, in some way, a permanent mark on its like a negative connotation, especially in places like Israel. Like, I was actually, when I was a tattoo artist, I was making tattoos. If some of you know more about my personal life, and I was planning to get like something like a swastika pattern, which is not like fully visible, but in somewhat it's. Good night, Lilith. Thanks again for the super chat and your contribution in the chat. But I was planning to get that like tattooed on my body, right? And I was thinking over it again, and since I'm from Israel and I'm gonna probably end up visiting at least there, or maybe even moving there back, I'm like, I don't want to agitate people unnecessarily, so I didn't do it. But as far as the meaning of the symbol is great. It has nothing to do with the mystification that was created around it. Arju, nice to see you. I think I've seen you many times in our chats. Sprinad, ankle, I'm mentally ill. Please help me. I'm not joking now. I'm completely serious and grave. If one of you would like consulting, to try out consulting or like a life coaching session with me, I invite you to write me an email, and you can say why would you like and your availability, and I do it as a service to my community here on YouTube and social media and over the internet. So here I'm gonna write the email. It's ramalunin@gmail.com. So don't hesitate to write me a message, and I'll see if you're really serious about it. We can arrange something. I'll be glad to help you out. Thank you, Prakash. Okay, how about a little chant before we read the Gita? Or we read Gita and then we chant. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Somewhere I heard that Ramachandra is one of the most popular names in India. So to be honest, I was a bit disturbed by that because I like to be special. But I feel very honored to carry that name with me. Can you be a Jew? I don't know. I heard that you can be born as a Jew, and like if you're not born as a Jew, you cannot be a Jew. But I think there are like many reformers that do accept like, what is it called? Conversion. What I do for survival? You mean like my occupation, my work? Thank you for the kirtan. My occupation, my work. At the moment, I'm studying coaching, life coaching, and consulting in Satvatove, spiritual-based approach to coaching and transformative communication. And I'm looking forward to implement that here on the channel with you, with my audience. It's actually I already started doing that. So if you, Nirjan, would like a tryout of a consulting, life coaching, spiritual life coaching session with me, you can email me and see what it's all about. That's sort of what I was doing already here on the channel, because many times people would contact me and ask for sort of an advice or recommendation around either the spiritual life or material life, and I'm always glad to hear what you're going through, and many times that's all what's needed, really. We don't, like, considering the Vedic aphorism that we are Satchit Ananda Vigraha, we are full of knowledge and bliss, and we are eternal. Considering that, like, what kind of advice you want to get, really? Like, if you already are full of knowledge, you know, if you're already full of bliss, what kind of advice or consult you need? The only thing we really need sometimes is just someone who will hear us and will give us an opportunity to hear ourselves like that. And that's really this diamond approach in Satvatove that they bring. I'm gonna link the link to their website in the description. Maybe some of you will be interested to take some of their courses yourself, or you can message me about it and I'll let you know. Oh, if I know something about Bhakti Vikash, yeah, I think he's one of the spiritual leaders in the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. But I don't think I watched any of his videos. I will check him out because of your recommendations. Thank you, Spin. How many countries have you visited so far? I don't know, like 14. Amnul, ما شلومي؟ ايه ولك فنان حبيبي، ما شلومك عيوني. And it's still like a bit dripping, and the sun is going out of the clouds. Maybe I'll show you if I walk outside. Habibi. You know what is Habibi, Nirjan? I once said it to a Muslim woman and she got so offended. That happens only in the West, like in North America. Because like in Israel, everyone calls each other Habibi. Men, women, women to men, men to women. Please start some class for young generation. Sure. Oh, Gita Shloka, right, Dallas. Sorry, why your comment are on hold? Did YouTube blocked you from my channel or something? Sorry for that. I'm gonna look into that after. אם אני אוהב יהודים או hindim, Anu asks me if I like Hindus or Jews. I mean, I aspire to see everyone as a spirit soul, you know. So I love you all as a spirit soul, regardless of you're Indian or American or Canadian. Namaste, Beast Abhishek. Ram Ram. Jai Shri Ram, Lakshman Hanuman. Prince. Oh, sorry. Yes, you asked something on the top, but I wasn't supposed to be Ram Temple related. Yes, well, I put it forward to you to say your opinion about the construction of the new temple. That I heard that it's going to be finished in 2023. And yeah, let me know in the comments what do you think about it. But I see that it turns a little bit to a Q&A, and it somewhat disturbs you, Prince. So I get that. I totally get that. It's not what you expected. Kirtan Under the Rain was very peaceful and melodious. I watched that 10 times. Oh, wow. Thank you. Okay, let's read a verse from the Gita. Let's see what Krishna wants to tell us about the construction of the new temple in Ayodhya. The first, we'll do it like this. As soon as I see the first comment as stop in the comments below, I'm gonna stop the random, and we're gonna pick a random verse. So let me know. Stop. Okay, Deepak said stop. The embodied spirit, master of the city of his body, does not care activities, nor does he induces people to act, nor does he create the fruits of action. All this is enacted by the modes of material nature. This is 5th chapter, 15th verse. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Quality, if you're interested in learning Gita from me, I mean, I don't know if I have too much to teach about the Gita, but if you want to meet for like private sessions and read it together and like share an insight, message me on the email and we can incorporate it in the live coaching sessions that I offer. So here's my email. Don't hesitate to message me. Okay, so here's the purport. The living entity, as will be explained in the 7th chapter, is one in nature with the Supreme Lord, distinguished from matter, which is another nature, called inferior of the Lord. Somehow the superior nature of the living entity has been in contact with material nature since time immemorial. Temporary body or or material dwelling place which he obtains is the cause of various activities and their result in action. Living in such conditional atmosphere, one suffers the result of the activities of the body, identifying himself in ignorance with the body. It is ignorance acquired from the time immemorial that the cause of the bodily suffering and distress. As soon as the living entity becomes aloof from the activity of the body, it becomes free from the reactions as well. As long as he is in the city of the body, he appears to be the master, but actually he is neither its proprietor nor controller of actions and reactions. He is simply in the midst of the material ocean, struggling for existence. The waves of the ocean are tossing him, and he has no control over them. His best solution is to get out of the water by transcendental Krishna consciousness. That alone will save him from more turmoil. Alright, guys and girls. How many languages do I know? 3 languages. I know Hebrew, Russian, and English. So I think I got a little bit more idea of what's gonna happen with the temple. Thank you so much. I'm sorry if it wasn't too informative about the temple itself, but we celebrated together, we did the kirtan together, and you educated me a little bit of what's going on there. That was the purpose. It was an educational video for myself, a live stream to understand what is going on better. Thank you for Apke Seho. That's the only thing I know in Hindi. And yeah, thank you for educating me a bit what's going on there. I think what we learn. Okay, Venkai. I don't see your comment, I'm sorry. Maybe you can write it again. But I think what I learned so far, right? So the temple going to be constructed in 2023. Until then, maybe I'll visit India, but for sure I'm going to come for the inauguration when it's open, and we're going to do a meetup there in the temple of Ayodhya. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram, Lakshman, Hanuman. Who's your favorite personality from the Ramayana? Sita, Ram, Lakshman, or Hanuman? Maybe Sugriv. And again, if you're interested in any coaching or consulting, I can offer you a tryout session. Email me. Epic. So I'll see you all next time, next live stream, next video. Thank you so much for subscribing, watching. Either you watch this live or you watch the rebroadcast. Appreciate you all. Haribol, Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Ram. I will add my email to the description, Sai, no problem.